So, a good chunk of the New Testament describes how Gentiles, that is, non-Jewish people, wound up following a Jewish preacher named Jesus. But what about his own people? For that part of the story, it's time we take another look at the life of Jesus. The book of Matthew tells Jesus' story from a uniquely Jewish point of view, presenting him as the culmination of the ancient Jewish story. Matthew plays off the Old Testament, also known as the First Testament, more than any other gospel. The book starts with a list of ancestors, identifying Jesus as a descendant of Abraham and David, Israel's greatest king. But that's not all. Matthew repeatedly connects Jesus to Israel's most famous hero, Moses. Both figures narrowly escaped death as infants, Moses at the hands of Pharaoh, Jesus at the hands of Herod. Both go on to liberate their people, Moses as founder of the original nation, and Jesus by inviting Israel to a new beginning. Jesus' story echoes Israel's in other ways, too. He spends 40 days being tested in the wilderness, just as Moses and Israel spent 40 years wandering the desert. But the most important parallel is found in how the book unfolds. In the ancient Jewish story, Moses went up a mountain where he was given the law, or covenant, that would shape his people's identity for centuries to come. This law was traditionally presented as 5 books, the first 5 books of the Old Testament, otherwise known as the Torah. In Matthew, Jesus' teachings are presented as 5 speeches, which are delivered at key intervals in the story. Before giving his first and most famous speech, the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus ascends a mountain, taking on the identity of a new lawgiver, a new Moses. Jesus' teaching becomes, in effect, a new Torah, the foundation for the kingdom of heaven, which he's bringing to earth. While Matthew is mainly concerned with Jesus' role in the unfolding Jewish drama, the book ends with the same vision as the rest of the New Testament. After Jesus' resurrection, he tells his followers to go make disciples of all nations. In Matthew, the ancient Jewish story finds its culmination in Jesus and becomes the story of a new human family.